Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another review. It was funny when I did that review of the film called Everybody Needs MILFs. I wondered if this would be a different road I'd be going on, and so far I've gotten two more. This one and another one from that same guy, Kyle, who sent in the previous one. This was from Vonte. Paid request from Vonte. Thank you. If this is the road I'm going down on, no pun intended, I'm curious about it, and it definitely spiced things up more ways than one. So feel free, and if you want to request any other type of movie review, movie re-review, topic, reaction, commentary, video game playthrough, tier list, ranking, whatever the case, you can feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. I do have a Cash App as well. Two people have asked about that. If you do send it via PayPal, make sure to choose the family and friends option because otherwise PayPal takes a cut of it. And I'll get to it as soon as I can. And for those who sent them, thank you. I really appreciate it. So 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles. And no, it's not their 10 inches, big as in, the Incredible Shrinking Woman or Incredible Shrinking Man or any of that. So it's not inner space. Although I was thinking we're going to see some inners of a different sort, but, that's neither here nor there. This is a Triple X parody. Now, I heard about this long time ago because I don't watch him a lot anymore, but I did like this guy named Brad Jones, the cinema snob. He does still review on YouTube, but a lot of times it's like older movie reviews of horror films or then like parodies, either Christian films or Triple X parodies. So I heard about this, but I mean, never bothered to watch it because, to be honest, the whole Triple X parody thing was never enticing to me. I know Leroy Myers directed this, and I guess he's part of this Wood Rocket Studios, and they do like Triple X parodies on everything, whether it be from the TV show Cheers, the TV show Reno 911, movies, like all sorts of stuff. And it's a gimmick because people look at that and they go, what? And because of that curiosity part of their brain, they seek it out, and then it helps revenue. And it's hard to call this a movie because it's only 30 minutes long. Although maybe that's for the best. But I never really. The Triple X parody, I never watch films and go, man, I want to see a porn version of Hard Target. Which the title itself could work for a porn parody. I never said, you know what, I want to see someone with a Cajun accent try to fuck someone with a gun. I don't want to see a parody of Aliens where a xenomorph has sex with Ripley. Maybe Sigourney Weaver want that, but I don't want that. I mean, because she has said she wants to have sex with the alien in one of the sequels. I swear to God, she did say that. I forget which interview it was. No, it was. I think James Cameron mentioned that's what Sigourney Weaver wanted. Don't believe me? Look it up yourself. I never said I wanted a Triple X parody of Tremors. And they're under the ground. Now they're under the snatch. They're under the hood. Yeah, I never wanted that type of stuff. But there's an audience for it, I guess. I guess just out of curiosity, I don't know. But even then, I mean, at least the title is kind of funny. And when they're funnier like that, at least that's a little bit of effort. Like the Terminator is the Penetrator or the Sperminator. If it's, I don't know, I'm trying to think of Close Encounters of the Butt Plug Kind or E.T. Eddie Torres, the Extra Testicle, or if it's something at least a little bit more clever, I could give you credit. But if it's just, boom, a Triple X parody, X-Files, a Triple X parody, which there probably is one. I mean, there's a Ninja Turtles. I wonder if there's one on Transformers. People in like very cheap Autobot, like Optimus Prime. I don't know, fucking Megatron in the ass or something. I don't know. It's the internet. If it's true, it could. So I went into this with hesitance, having vague memories of the review Brad Jones did, and the writing in this thing. You have April O'Neil, played by a porn star named April O'Neil. How appropriate. Very beautiful lady. Very beautiful lady. A guy with a pretty good Casey Jones mask. I gotta say, they did a good job on the mask. His name is Casey Bones. How clever. The four turtles are like Raphaelis, Michelangelo, Don, D-O-N-G, Otello, Leonardo, their master, Master Sphincter. The Shredder is a lady called the Spreader. These are the type of names you would see in like one of those seltzer burger, seltzer bottle, like those type of movies, like Date Movie, Epic Movie, Meet the Spartans. So it's definitely not, top secret airplane type of parody. It's more of, superhero movie, epic movie type of parody. And they do this kind of animation, but not really. It's kind of black and white, but not really. It's like a black screen, but then you see kind of white silhouettes of things, including Ninja Turtles and their dawns. Not something I never did see in my life, but I have now seen it. And the dialogue that Master Sphincter is saying, like, the city is like any other city, but there's a lot more poop here. And the premise is a guy jerked off and his radioactive sperm hit the turtles. I know he worked at a power plant, but I still don't know why he would be that radioactive, but hey, not supposed to. It's like 50 Shades of Green. And I'm like, okay, so what, there's going to be a lot of BDSM and bondage and beating the shit out of people and abuse? There's none of that, by the way. So that's, yeah. So it's not 50 Shades of Green at all. 50 Shades of Gray, 50 Shades of Yellow, none of it, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with that. They do create a theme song where they do a parody of the Ninja Turtles animated theme song where these turtles have some ninja cocks. Heroes in a Cotswell turtle penis. This seems like something I could make up in 5 minutes. Like, come on, guys. Like this. I'll think of anything with dits, cots, penises. Just throw it in there and turtle penis. Coming out of their shells. Turtle power. Power of the blowjob for you today. They're sucking dicks all night long. Here comes their major dawn. See, I can make up like a theme song like this in 5 minutes if you give me 5 minutes of Sid here. Like, come on, man. So, the plot, which again, this is like less than 30 minutes. April O'Neil's doing a news program about the Foot Job Plan. Not nearly as intimidating as the Foot Clan. You have the turtles in these suits that with the dead eyes. And I mean, I'm thinking, come on, you gotta put a little bit more budget into the suits, man. I've seen, what was that? Years ago, someone sent in a request for me to review a furry documentary. I forget what the hell it was called. And I'm like, man, even those fursuits look better than this. At least go that route. They look like if you took the 90s suits and you dipped them in a vat of KFC and they deteriorated after 5 years. With the dead eyes. And the dialogue, we go more commando than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Which, I mean, hey, that fits because that they reference Arnold in Secret of the Ooze. Is Schwarzenegger hard to spell, so... So they're talking with these really bad lines of dialogue until Spreader comes in. And, April O'Neil came in as well. They're like, yeah, you did a good job. And pretty much they want to fuck her. But the spreader comes in and says, why don't you just fuck already and get it over with? I'm like, well, I thought that's what we're supposed to. I thought that's the whole movie. That's the point. No, the four turtles, they pull out their weapons, including vibrators, and they go off. And then you never see them again until the end of the thing. And most of it is just this kind of Casey Jones and April fucking. That's really it for the majority of it. I mean, before that, like I said, they have dialogue like, we've already been cut with from our ninja rabbi. And then the four turtles go off and fight her. And Casey Jones comes in saying lines like, instead of batter up, baby batter up. Which that's, I mean, listen, if I'm going to have my junk, what's in it, referred to as baby batter, that's not sexy. No ladies are watching this review. I can damn guarantee that. But if you are, please answer this question. Do you like your man referring to his juices as baby batter? That would just, like, I don't know. That just doesn't seem enticing to anybody, you would think. Like, if the lady said, here comes my juicer, I'd be like, maybe we change it, you know. Not really, you know. Baby, as I said, baby batter, just, I don't know. You ladies, if anyone ever sees this, you know, how many years it takes for a lady to see this review, you let me know. Is that something? But it's supposed to be like, okay, batter up, Casey Jones, but it's baby. Okay, I did it, ha ha ha. I did it, ha ha ha. And then, like, April and Casey, like, they just don't give a shit. They don't even go into a room for isolation, for privacy. They just decide to make it on the couch. And the entire sex scene, whether it be the BJs, or the ride-in, or the Dottie, or pile driver, throughout the entire bit, which is like the next 25 minutes of this 30-minute thing, you will hear the fighting of the turtles against the spreader. So it's like, even if you're in this mindset that you want to be enticed, or you want to be horned up, or you want to have fun, jerking the gherkin behind the curtain, would you really be that enticed when every, 40 seconds you hear, like, the fight goes on that long? It's like you still hear in the background, like, why? What is sexy about that? Is that like a weird type of ASMR that I don't know about for people who like to fuck? But I also want to hear people fighting outside? Go to New York then. Or something. I mean, well, they are in New York. What am I talking about? So maybe, hey, if you're in New York, maybe that is. You try to fuck and you hear people fighting outside. Maybe that's typical. Maybe that's how the New York way, or the Chicago way, or any city way. Well, out here in the country, if you like to fuck, I don't want to hear people fighting outside. Maybe you can because you're in a trailer park and that happens all the time. I don't know, that just seemed distracting. Just distracting to me. And you two just take it to a room. Like, that's sexy? And how appropriate that she has green bra and green panties. How appropriate, Lover of green. Hopefully not on her spleen. Or her white boots, which basically think to the song, these boots are made for walking. Walk all over you. And hey, Casey Jones is responsible because he knows protection. Got the hood over the ornament, so he knows his protection. And that's for me, like, the next 25 minutes is just these two stirring each other. And it's kind of like, okay, this is like really, other than the 2 minutes in front and 2 minutes in the back of this, or 2, 3 minutes for beginning and ending. The rest of it's just this vanilla, typical adult film of a beautiful lady and a guy kind of screwing each other on a couch. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, so maybe this was maybe this was a sign that, hey, I'll take it easy on you. I'm not going to have you see a Ninja Turtle, screwing someone's brains out. So, hey, maybe I lucked out on that. I do wonder how many people would see this and they'd be disappointed. And they don't want to admit they're disappointed, but they were disappointed because they want to see the Turtles screw April's brains out. I mean, to be honest, that is kind of what they're... Let's be honest, when you come up with this idea, if you're into that, which I don't understand it at all, but I guess if you be into it, I guess you would think that's what you would want to see, just to laugh at, or to be like, what the fuck? And I mentioned that fursuit documentary I reviewed. I forget what the hell it was called. I got my phone off. It's charging, so I can't look it up, and my computer's not on. But anyway, I remember looking up information before I did that review because I wanted to know a little bit more, so I wasn't too in the dark because it's all Greek to me. Apparently, a big part of that fandom is sex in the suits, which I'm like, wouldn't it be hot and sweaty? Wouldn't die of dehydration and heat menstruation and all that stuff? But apparently there are a lot of people who like to do it in those suits, and I think it's called mersuit. Yeah, I guess it's called mersuiting when you have sex in those suits. And I'm like, that just seems uncomfortable. That just seems like just sweat, just swimming. Okay, you do you, but I guess if the lady is really, really hot, well, not that kind of hot, but I mean sexy hot, and she's like, hey, I want to have sex with you, but I need to wear this suit, I'd be like, how old are you? 30? Okay. Are you clean? Okay. You sure you're clean, right? You're not married or something? Okay, then I guess I'd be down for it because, hey, it's still a lady. But I'm like, I'm not wearing the shit. I'll die in 5 minutes. Maybe that'd be maybe a weird type of murder. You think she's into you, put the suit on, but then she ties you up and screws you until you suffocate to death. I wonder, that'd be make a movie where that's the murder weapon. I don't know, maybe make a I don't know. Anyway, going off tangent. But I brought that up because maybe people thought that's what this would be about, people in these suits and they, having fun with each other. Not the case. Which, again, for me was the better. Because I did see a beautiful lady and it's okay, it's just a guy. But, maybe some people would be disappointed, they wanted more. It really is one of those things where it's the most, again, 30 minutes, 24, 25 minutes, just two people screwing. By the time they take her off the clothes, it's just a redhead girl and a guy just having fun. I'm like, okay. It's only the very 2 minutes beginning, 2 minutes ending that makes it the parody. So it was kind of easier review to do because 25 minutes is just two people fucking. The same scene. I'm like, that's good stamina. I mean, I don't know if I do go 25 minutes. I guess I could if I try. But able to complete on her boobies. Very nice boobies. And that's another weird thing. They have the idea to make the Shredder a female called the Spreader. And you're thinking, okay, that's another woman. They're going to do something with her. Where, okay, it's going to be Casey Jones, then screws her, or Something happens with her. No, you never see that girl again. She never gets undressed. She doesn't have her titties out. You never see her again. And I'm like, okay. Then, like, what was the point of making her a female in the first place? She's not going to get naked. So, well, I was going to say long story short, but that's actually not the right terminology to use with this. Casey and April get done with their business. I guess the turtles beat up Spreader, off screen. Just in every like a minute, 40 seconds. So it's a very unsexy scene of sex. The turtles come in and says, "You just went down on Ditch Sporting Goods. Now head on to the sports team department." About we're coming out of our shells and taste our turtle wax. This is the cringiest, stupidest dialogue. And then I guess this comes to the title of the thing. They have these four guys in these suits, and they put in like these very ugly looking things that look like they're dicks. Just very like ugly looking, cheap looking, like made out of paper mache. This girl, she's on her knees and like she's smiling, but in her mind she's thinking, how the fuck did I get a part of this? Until their green shampoo just little drips onto her chest, and then it's over. So, yay! If you want to see four in very cheap looking suits dribble out green shampoo for 30 seconds, congrats, here's your thing. Now you say this is meant to make people laugh, only I guess I kind of went at the stupidity of it. I don't know if that's enough for your 30 minutes. I would assume for the most part they would want people to buy this. But I'm sitting there, it's only 30 minutes long. So I'm guessing maybe for streaming. Where the hell you stream this stuff. But it's only for the fact of that title and using it as a gimmick. And they don't get sued because they call it a parody. Because if you do stuff in a parody style, then you're not able to get sued. So obviously it's the gimmick to get, I guess, whoever wants to laugh or if you're really hot into it, I guess they succeeded because even I watched this, but I don't know, man. Master Splinter, or I'm sorry, Sphincter, looked like a reject of the the thing from Caddyshack. As ready for Bill Murray to come in and try to blow it up. It's in the hole. It's in the hole. Maybe the wrong type of hole in this movie, or maybe the right one, depending on your preference. So yeah, as a parody, it's really bad dialogue, really cheap looking suits. If you're somehow enticed by this, the turtles at the very beginning, the very end, they don't really do much except dribble out green shampoo. Mostly if you want to see a guy and a girl screw for 25 out of the 30-minute running time, here you go. Other than that, you probably just take like the first 2 minutes, the last 2-3 minutes, boom, you got like 5 minutes of a bad parody with ugly looking paper mache shafts. Enjoy. Hell, this is almost as long as the damn movie. Well, what did you want to see? None of it, but it was a paid request, and if it's a paid request, I'll do it. And hopefully make people laugh. And if that works, then we both win. Except, I doubt this April... I mean, I don't know. This April O'Neil lady, she looked pretty sexy. And she was still better April than Megan Fox. I'll give you that. At least this April, I think she's actually better looking than Megan Fox. She showed the goodies, unlike Megan Fox. And she has the same acting as Megan Fox, but she actually gives people what they want. Instead of Megan Fox, who's just a giant tease, it just gives us her shitty acting. Here, yeah, she has shitty acting, but she actually gives the goods and the services, and we get to see it. And I actually think her face is a bit prettier, and her body's definitely very nice. So, definitely more my April O'Neil than Megan Fox. I'll give you that. So, good job. April O'Neil, if you ever see this, 2 dicks up, 2 thumbs up, however you want to put it. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.